Okay, hi everyone. This is Ukuleles for Peace newsletter, January 2012, part 2. Why is it part 2? Because part 1 was Chaos the Cat coming through the window, which I can't not let you see, so I hope you go back and have a look at that as well. Anyway, here we are, in a soaking wet caravan where the roof is leaking and it's bloody cold, and it's been raining for the last 36 hours. So what better thing to do than to sit down all wrapped up snug and warm with a nice cup of tea and tell you about what's been going on for the last year in Ukuleles for Peace. Well, I guess the important issues should be dealt with first, so here we go. The first thing is that we had a great 2011. Yeah, that's right, last year. But unfortunately we lost most of the kids in the original orchestra, who decided to move on as they're teenagers, had other things to do, had to do more studies, had other projects they were working on. So most of them called it a day, and we wish them all the best, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful time we've had with them, you know, going to Venice and all around Italy with the festival, and all the performances we've done here. They were really an excellent gang of kids, and their playing was wonderful. Luckily for us, Swar and Ido stayed on, and they are really an intricate part in guiding a new orchestra now as I speak, which we are forming. These kids are less talented simply because they haven't been playing the ukulele so long, but it's not really about fantastic performances of ukuleles. Of course we'd like to do that, but it is about actually getting these kids together and playing. So that's what we're progressing to do. It will be a longer process, but of course we have shows coming up and we will be out there doing our thing, and hopefully getting them abroad as well. There are a few other possibilities up and coming for that. So good luck to all the ones that left, and good luck to all of the ones that have stayed and are in the new orchestra. We've got a lot of work to do, and you're really going to have to practice a lot to get yourself together. Okay. The other news was the new group that we've started in Azara, in the new school in Tira. We've got 2 groups there, about 40 kids in all. This has just been started with a wonderful headmistress called Fatten, who's really into this whole project. So much so that I even get a teacher to work with me when I teach on Tuesdays there. This has made all the difference. It's much, much easier to keep that discipline going and deal with odd translation problems. So that's really good news. I'm continuing in Hod Sharon, of course, with the groups there, so that's our core group for the time being. But of course, what I really want to do is spread this word and get more groups up and coming. So my plan is, after I finish the last homely house, which I'll talk about briefly at the end, hopefully by May, next year I will start a new group or groups up in the Galilee. This of course will be much easier for me in terms of time and money it takes of travelling to the centre, which is incredibly expensive now, and so I hope that will come about once the homely house is up. So if we get proper funding, we can keep both groups going. Of course, as you know, I mean, I'm a self-employed musician and don't have pensions, so I have to keep working as well. As you know, probably as well, I do a one-man band show, mainly for special education, or should I say, including special education, schools and kindergartens and all kinds of adult activities. That sounds bad. Adult shows, or you know, that kind of thing, for any age group, in other words, as well as playing in a couple of jazz bands and travelling the world playing festivals, which I always include talks and performances about Ukuleles for Peace. So it's important getting on to a big issue, fundraising. That's important. We need that badly now because of the central groups costing so much to get to in terms of time and just the sheer cost of petrol. Very, very expensive. I'd like to thank everyone that has been helping us over the years with the funding. I'm not going to mention all your names, but especially I'd like to give thanks to our anonymous donator for the last year and hopefully this year. I'm nearly going to say her name then, who's helping us keep afloat. Of course, there's Aquila Strings, Mimo and Daniela, that have always been tremendously supportive, and a lot of other people, especially the people that have put the e-books together at Woodshed and Ken Middleton especially, that dreamt up this idea and we are now on our second ebook. That money comes in. It's small money, but it comes in on a regular basis, and it really adds up, and it's been a great help to us. So keep buying those ebooks and dreaming up new ways you can help us. It's tough fundraising nowadays. All my friends that have other kind of activities that need fundraising are really suffering. I know that, you know that. There's a recession, money's tight. So I'm really grateful for every little help that comes, every little bit that comes in. Also, we've got someone on board now, a company that's going to donate their ukuleles that are not cosmetically perfect. I've got to sort out how we're going to get them to us, but that is going to be a fantastic help, as well as the ukuleles we get donated, which I need a lot now, because I'm opening up new groups and all our spare ukuleles have pretty much gone. So thanks a lot for all of that, and any help will be great. A special thanks to Morton. No, not Morton, what am I talking about? Matthias Com, who a couple of years ago came over and spent 6 weeks with us and did the first recording of the Ukuleles for Peace CD. I haven't heard from him for a while. I hope this newsletter gets to him, and I hope he's doing fine. Dear old Lorenzo, of course, has always been a great help to us, doing the filming and supporting us and helping out in so many ways. All the festivals that invite me to come over are always interested in Ukuleles for Peace and allow me to talk. It's been tremendous so far. All my friends in Hawaii, wonderful stuff what you're doing there for us as well. It's been great. Too many to mention, and I don't want to waste your time with too long a newsletter here. So that's about it. Projects we plan, hopefully there is another recording, maybe a short film, but the big project which we're working on now, the important project, is the book, not the Ukuleles for Peace book, Ukuleles for Peace book, but a book on how to learn the ukulele in the Middle East. In other words, in Arabic, Hebrew and English, an instruction book with songs and what have you. Hopefully this will go around the world and encourage people as well to start up other groups, and so that book is going to come out. It will be hopefully the first ukulele education book in the Middle East, especially in Israel and in those languages. So that's the project. Hopefully I'll get that going in a few months. Daphne's done a lot of work on it. What else are we doing this year? Well, I suppose the key thing is the last homely house. Although it's our house that's being built, this is the last homely house, and now this leaky old caravan we've lived in for the last 3 years. The last homely house is about people and friendship and having people to stay and work with us on various projects. You know, put people up, especially ukulele players, travellers, wayfaring strangers, and people that are looking for ways to promote peace. We're also planning to do workshops there on all kinds of subjects, but I won't go into that now. Sadly, or positively sadly, if there's such a thing, the weather has been horrendous this new year, which is great for our water tables, and as we live in the wettest place in Israel, we're feeling it. 36 hours non-stop rain. You may hear it now. Anyway, it's all been delayed, and I'm not sure we'll be able to move in until May now. But as the Chinese say, a man who finishes his house is ready to die. So even though we move in, there'll be a lot to do. So the homely house will hopefully encourage more people to visit, and some of you might want to come and stay for a few months and help with the project teaching, or just trying to understand and help us out. That's for the future. Meanwhile, we're concentrating on keeping Ukuleles for Peace going now and finding new ways to develop it and spread the word. I'm, as you know, do spend a lot of time travelling as well to festivals around the world. All these festivals I try and take time out to talk about Ukuleles for Peace and encourage people to help us out and do their own thing with that in mind, playing ukuleles for peace. So I will be away again this year for a few festivals. I'm always willing to come and travel and talk about it, and do fundraisers hopefully as well. So just get in touch with me if you've got an idea about that, anywhere in the world. So far this year I've got Italy and England on board, and probably some Scandinavian countries coming, and hopefully in the latter part of the year we'll get to the States and Canada. But we shall see. Once again, thank you everyone, from the heart of my bottom, from the bottom of my heart. for all the wonderful help you've given us. It's been absolutely tremendous, and it really does help us keep going. Hope to see you out there. Come and visit us. And I'm sorry I can't play the ukulele today, but my hands are still freezing from chopping wood for the fire, which I have to light soon to keep us warm. Anyway, you hear enough ukuleles. But I will be on very soon playing a little song and posting it up there in the next Ukuleles for Peace newsletter, which will come out hopefully February. I really want to try and do this once a month instead of the written one. So thanks again, and look forward to seeing you out there somewhere on the road from myself, and maybe you can catch a picture of, oh, there she is, Fluffy the cat, and our other cats around. But that's it for now, so bye.